what advice would you give someone who struggles with stuttering and anxiety during job interviews? And how have you better prepared yourself using the crutches to give you more confidence?
So I suggest to practice, practice, practice. Reach out to anyone on Stop Stuttering to chat with them. I would make sure that you use the short link stop and start slow and continue the flow, like Vish has said. But really, you have to practice and prepare. Have prepared responses to things that you know they will ask you, and relax. When you're stressed, you're going to stutter. So just feel relaxed. Do your mind training, hyper mind training the morning of your job interview to really get your mindset straight.
I always try to do extra visualizations of that event coming up. And I have found that out. I think that's critical because, again, a job interview is just like any other high stress, anything on your fluency ladder. The more we prepare, the more we visualize ourselves in that situation and using our crutches, visualizing it going well, remembering our successes in the past, that's going to lower our anxiety going in. It's going to just reduce it's going to lower the pressure. And we're going to be able to perform at a higher level, even before we say anything.
Visualization is a tool that people don't know is a superpower. If you can envision it, if you can see it, if you can believe it, just understand that that would be your reality, especially when it pertains to your speech. So
I have had a lot of jobs over the course of my lifetime. You could almost say that I am an expert at job interviews. And because of that, now, granted, I got most of these jobs back when I was disfluent, before I ever became a PWSS, okay? So here's what I did, all right? This is before I knew the crutches or anything like that, all right? Right before the job interview, I would picture myself as my favorite actor, like I don't know, Daniel Day-Lewis or DiCaprio or Robert De Niro, Meryl Streep, whoever, right? It doesn't matter. And I would go in there with that mindset in my mind. And when I went and I spoke, I immersed myself into that role, all right? Now, the most important thing about the job interview, and I'm speaking from experience, you have to be likable, okay? You have to be likable, all right? Your qualifications, they're nice, but guess what? There's 10 other people that have the exact same qualifications as you do. They went to the same schools. They have the same job titles, same skills. Bottom line, if they don't like you, they're not going to hire you. So you need to go in there immediately with some type of charisma, the most amount of charisma you can muster up in that situation. Translate it across the table. If they like you, regardless if you stutter or not, they will hire you. All right, but guess what? You guys are all in this program, so there's no reason why you should stutter whatsoever. You have 12 crutches, you got speech plans, you got mind trained. Oh, something else. Listen to the mind training on the way to the interview, okay? They'll put you in that good headspace. And then maybe right for the interview, get on YouTube, watch a clip of your favorite movie real quick, to put that into your head, and then go in there and you will nail the interview. Simple as that. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Go to any interview, the first ground rule would be preparation, right? Preparation is key. So know about the organization, kind of do a lot of research, right? So be well informed and be the best version of yourself. Okay, try to exaggerate your speech plan, Hold the tone when you speak. If possible, use some voice modulation. And most importantly, insert stops. You can make the stops really a game. How? By varying the length of the stop. Sometimes give a 3-second stop, sometimes just one, sometimes two stops. It's fun, right? And also stops gives the other person an opportunity to process what you just said. So stops are crucial. And also remember that this is not the end of your life. Okay, this is just one interview, and that's going to take a whole lot of pressure off your shoulder. And the world is huge. You'll get a lot more opportunities. Okay, so don't think that if you fail this interview, that's the end of your life, right? And Steve made an amazing point regarding, being really likable, right? And this is something we call the halo effect. It is actually a psychological bias where one positive trait causes people to assume other positive qualities about a person. And finally, everything boggles down to mind training. That day, how your mindset is so crucial to actually, tell the next stages of your journey towards the interview, right? So it's so crucial to do your mind training. And Ron said rightly, you have to do the hypnosis, visualize, see yourself speaking amazingly well during that interview, and go with that mindset.
About the last interview I went for, when I did stutter badly, it was 10 years ago. And what I done, what I think got me the job. So I did stutter badly in the interview. But a few things here. I looked so well. I think, it's good to show them that you really do care. I was one of the best dressed there. I arrived so early to show them that I cared. Why would you be stressed trying to find a car parking space? Something could happen in traffic. And another thing I recall, I had every certificate. I even had my high school cert from years and years ago. And one of the women there asked me for my healthcare certificate and my all of these things. And she said, would you believe the last 2 people did not bring any of these? And in the email, it clearly did state a list of things to bring. Some people do not read the emails properly before jobs. If you have a stutter and you're on edge, why not have everything else done well? So make sure you read the email 2 or 3 times before. Show them you care. Show them you're prepared. And yeah, as a lot of people here say, I think it's very important to read about, the company. For me, it was the hospital beforehand. Know when they opened, know what happens for me in the hospital. These people, even though they're big adults like all of us, and some could wear a big suit and be blah, 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 we're all the same people. And they are actually hoping that you do well. So I know it's really hard, but try to feel at ease going in, but prepare, yes. And now that anyone here has StopStutter behind their back, give the 24 hours before all you've got. Read aloud about the company, do your mind training, sleep before. And now that we all have the crutches to use, when you start your interview, I really think emphasize those crutches. They're probably not even going to know you're using them. Emphasize, use your hands, give it your all. So I've spoken a little bit too long here, and that's all I have to say.
If stuttering was not the part of my life, I would achieve what I have to achieve in my life. But taking it as a blessing for me is taught by Coach Lee. I now can see far than I could see. That's the vision added by my Coach Lee. He is the light in the darkest sea. He is the light in the darkest sea, and he is known as Coach Lee. I gave up from overcoming stuttering, but As he says, be what you want to be. He is my coach Lee.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's it.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Jace, for that poem, correct? To Coach Lee. Wow, thank you. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Could you email me a copy? I'd love to have it.
Sure, coach Lee, sure.
Thanks. Thanks, Jayesh. Amak, I want to thank you again for a wonderful job today. I'm really proud of you. I've followed
Thank you.
you for some time, as you know, and I'm one of your fans. And keep up the great work. And thanks to everybody else, and have a wonderful weekend. That's it for me.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. It is now time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging thoughts with the ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. I'll now end with our motto. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, you can say and love to say any word, anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, have a great weekend, guys.
Unlock your voice with StopStutter.